Jaya Govinda spiritual master, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, is mercifully opening my darkened eyes with the torch of the transcendental knowledge. So, this is one verse of the Bhagavad Gita, from the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, God is a person. God is a person, just like we are persons, right? Every one of us here. We came here by our free will. Somehow or other, we came to know about this place. We came here. We desired, let me go and see what is going on there. We came in our own dress. We have our style. We like this thing more, this thing we like less. We have our name, we have our form, our motivations, like that. That is what it means, a person. So God is also a person. Because God is a person, therefore we are also persons. Because every living entity is a part and parcel, particle of God, little sample of God. Srila Prabhupada explains that those who want to understand God, or have a little idea of God, actually, if one simply observes himself, he can get an idea of God. Just like the ocean, there is a vast ocean. You cannot see the end. Right? You come to the shore, west shore, or you go to Halifax or Vancouver, and you see the ocean. So the ocean is unfathomable, it's so vast, you cannot measure. But if you just take one drop out of the ocean and you put it on your tongue, then you immediately have an idea what is the ocean. You have the taste, you have the consistency, you can have an idea about the ocean. So similarly, just observe yourself, and that can give you the idea what it means that God is a person. Now, what is going on here in this place? This is a Hare Krishna center, a Bhakti Yoga center, a temple, the temple of Lord Shri Krishna. And this whole Hare Krishna movement that our spiritual master, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, established in the West and then spread all around the world, is simply a cultural and scientific and spiritual movement how to bring people to the understanding, to the proper understanding that God is a person, and above that, how to bring them to the platform of re-establishing their forgotten relationship with God, with that person. And ultimately that relationship is that of love. Love. Every one of us is looking for love. We want to love, we want to be given love, we want to give love. And within that love, everything else is included. But love is not one. If one loves himself, then there is kind of like a masturbation or something like that. It doesn't work like that. That is not love. That is some something. Love is not one. Love means two. It's a relationship. It's an exchange. It's an exchange. So, God, there are different conceptions of God. One of them is that God is the Father, our Heavenly Father. Father in this heaven, in the sky. Oh God, give us our daily bread. Our friends pray like that. They're asking God to give me bread, give me this, give me that. And God gives. Sometimes He doesn't give, right? Because He's not really obliged. So sometimes He keeps us a little short. And then those who have this motivated idea that God gives me bread, therefore I love Him very much, they say, oh, what is this nonsense? God, there is no God. I didn't get my bread. So God doesn't exist. Communists, Prabhupada says that in communist countries, they were coming to the church, in front of the church with a big truck, the communists. And when the villagers, simple people were coming out. So you went to church, yeah? You were asking for bread? Yeah? Yes, we were asking for. So, can you show me your bread? You have bread? No, I don't have. Oh, so now ask from me. Oh, communist friend, please give me bread. There, take as much as you like from the truck. We'll give you bread. So they all became communists. Oh, God doesn't give me, but this communist friend, he gives me. So let's become communists. So, of course, it is true. God gives, not just to those who ask from Him. God gives bread to an atheist also. Right? Sometimes the atheist has more bread than the one who prays. So then they become confused. God gives bread to the elephant, He gives bread to the ant, He gives to everyone His food. So, we don't have to ask. We don't ask, God give me this, give me that. He's already giving. But this movement, this process, of Bhakti Yoga means how I can give something to God. Ultimately, I cannot give anything because already everything belongs to God. Everything comes from God, from Krishna. All the energy, material, spirit, everything. Aham sarvasya prabhava, matta sarvam paravartate. Iti matva bhajante mam, Buddha bhava samandita. Buddha. What is Buddha? Can anyone say what does it mean, Buddha? The word Buddhi?
Awakened Lord.
Intelligent. Buddha. Buddhi means intelligence. And Buddha is the intelligent or awakened, yes. One who sees things as they are. So Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhava. I am the source of everything that exists. Iti matva bhajanti mam. One who understands me like this. Buddha bhava samanvita. That intelligent person engages in devotional service. He starts to worship me. So how do we worship God? How do we serve God? It may sound very difficult. Like, okay, so God is somewhere there, far away. Or He's like this big thing, everything is God, and how do I approach now? How do I serve God? Actually, it's very simple, because Krishna is a person, so He has many forms. And sometimes He comes to this earth, just like when He spoke this Bhagavad Gita. It was Krishna speaking personally, just like He is with Arjuna on the chariot. Just like we speak now, God spoken to a person, another person, living entity like us. But Krishna is also here. Little Makhancora, Bhadratif, you can see this is also Krishna. He's a person, so you can approach Him personally. And here Krishna gives a hint. You offer me your food. One who offers me with love and devotion, a leaf, flower, fruit or water, I shall accept. Anyone, Srila Prabhupada says, anyone in any part of the world, whether he is rich man or poor man, anyone can secure little flower, little water, little milk, little piece of fruit, one apple, one mango, one banana. Anyone can do it, right? It's very difficult to get a piece of fruit or pick a flower. Not at all. And Krishna says, you offer me with love and devotion, and I shall accept it. So this altar doesn't have to be big like this. It can be also bigger, but it can be very small. You can have a little picture of Lord Krishna and the spiritual master, or Lord Chaitanya. And you can offer a little bit of something with love. Oh Krishna, you are so nice. You are giving all the living entities you are providing. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. This book, Ishopanishad, you had now in your hands, starts with this mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam. Everything is perfect and complete. Because it is an emanation from the perfect and complete, which is God. The perfect and complete intelligence. There is a complete arrangement for every living entity in this world to be provided. Food, shelter, air, light, water, everything. But the problem is that we have forgotten our relationship with God. And we mismanage. We mismanage the resources. We become greedy, lusty, rascal, foolish. Everyone thinks I am God. So when I get the resources, now let me devour everything. Although I'm not able to. Prabhupada says, if you earn, let's say you earn $300,000 a year, can you eat more than 4 chapatis? Can you eat more than 4 these breads? Chapati? Chapati is like a bread, like a pancake. Can you eat more than 4? No. You'll eat 10, you're gonna be messed up. So you may have all the money in the world, but still you cannot enjoy. You can enjoy only what you're allowed to enjoy. So be satisfied. That's the second mantra of Ishopanishad. Be satisfied what is coming to you by the mercy of Lord. You have your karma that you cannot change. Everything is already set up. What you have to suffer, you will have to suffer. What you have to enjoy, that you will have to enjoy. You cannot, maneuver. Sometimes people think, by my own endeavor, I shall, get some money, I shall run the business, I shall this and that. No, yes, you can try run the business, yes. But if you're successful, it is your karma. If you're not successful, it is not. It is your karma also. So, just to come back to the point, Krishna is a person, God is a person. Anyone can approach Him in this very simple way. This process of Bhakti Yoga, this chanting, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Simple mantra, 3 words. These are the names of God, Krishna, Rama. Krishna is the all-attractive, the most beautiful, the most opulent, the most powerful, the most renounced, the most aloof, the most detached. the most wise, the wisest, the most knowledgeable, the most famous. There is Krishna, all attractive. All these species are attractive. Everyone is beautiful, famous, everyone has some money. Everyone is somehow attractive. So God is that person who has all these unlimited. That's why he's the most attractive. That's why his name is Krishna. Krishna means this, all attractive, most attractive. God is most attractive. It's not a sectarian name. Rama is the enjoyer, one who enjoys. And Hare, there is the pleasure potency. So we approach Krishna in this way, personally. He's not different from the sound, although we cannot understand, we cannot appreciate. But this is the way how to approach him. And then this simple manner, simply offer a little bit, just like Prabhu, Ramachandra Prabhu there is finishing the offering. We cook, not for ourselves, for my pleasure, my senses. We cook for Krishna. Oh, when we go to the shop to buy something, oh, how will Krishna enjoy this? Should I buy a nice mango or a banana? What would Krishna like today? We meditate like this, not what I like. Of course, we also like, naturally, right? But the first consideration is how Krishna will like. And then we come, you cook nicely, you keep clean body, clean clothes, clean kitchen, everything nice, clean mind. You chant Hare Krishna, will purify the mind, nice and peaceful. And then you cook nicely. Simple or elaborate, doesn't matter. Krishna doesn't care what you give him, but how you give him. How? If there is love, you can offer a dry chapati and it will become the greatest nectar. And if it's done by you have to force yourself, or you think it's a drag, or whatever wrong attitude, then you can make feast of 108 preparations. Krishna will kick it out. He doesn't care. He's not hungry. God's not hungry. God is already satisfied, and if he's a little hungry, he can eat the whole universe, just like that. You know, God can do that. What, this little bowl of rice? It's nothing. But you can make him hungry by your love. By our love, we try to make Krishna hungry, and then he comes and he eats. And this is your relationship with Krishna. You re-establish, yes, I want to please Krishna. So Krishna gives to everyone, but not everyone has that relationship. I have already given this example. A father comes home and he has 3 kids, 3 sons, or 2 sons, 1 daughter, whatever. Or 3 daughters. So he gives them, each one of them he gives a pack of sweets. So the first one simply grabs it and runs away. Doesn't even say thanks, nothing. The second one takes it, thank you Father, and goes away. And the third one takes, thank you Father, opens it and gives the first sweet to the father. Please, you take first. So where the relationship is the best? Where is the love? The last one, naturally. So no doubt. So some people, rascals, atheists, fools, demons, they simply take. Let me take, I don't know where it is coming from, I don't care, whatever, it is there, let me enjoy like an animal, and let me take also what belongs to others, right? I don't care for anything. This is the rascal, this is the first one. No God, there is no God, I am God. Then the second one, more elevated, for sure, thank you. Just like in some other paths, religions, sometimes they pray over food. Oh God, thank you very much, you're satisfying me. So, please God, give me bread, and when bread comes, thank you very much. Eating. But we say, yes, everything comes from Krishna. Thank you, Krishna. Thank you, you're providing so nicely. And if you don't provide, thank you so much, so you can purify me. I overeat like a pig. I eat so much, so you make me a little fast. You want to make me a little purified. So ultimately I'm not this body. So you try to make me also understand that I don't really depend on eating. So thank you. You didn't send food. Thank you so much, Krishna. And if there is food, thank you very much, Krishna, and you please take first. So this is how devotees do it. And Krishna reciprocates. So this is the relationship of love we try to re-establish with God. That is called Bhakti Yoga. This is the topmost yoga system. Not how to walk on water, how to make some magic, little golden necklace. You pull it out of your sleeve and do like this Sai Baba rascal. And then you bewilder everyone. And then you put a peacock feather in your hair. Actually Krishna is my incarnation. Right? And then you die in a hospital like a dog. This is nonsense. Right? All kinds of cheaters and this and that, cheating types of yoga, this yoga, gravid yoga, acro yoga, acrobacy yoga, they do now. All kinds of nonsense. Yoga means how to re-establish your forgotten relationship with God, Krishna. That is yoga. Yoga means linking up process. Plus, now we are minus God. Minus. Our consciousness is minus God. We have forgotten. Now we have all these zeros, Prabhupada. Everything is a zero. Your beauty, zero. Because you will become not so beautiful. Old woman, old man, not so beautiful. Wrinkled, the skin is hanging, the breast is hanging, everything is, falling apart. Not so nice. Zero. Education, zero. You become, this Alzheimer or whatever, forget everything, zero. Your car rust will eat it, zero. Your children will also die, zero. Ultimately you have to also die, everything becomes zero. This is this material existence. Whatever we achieve, it will become zero. It is already zero, but we don't understand. But then death comes, then everyone understands, oh, I have actually wasted my whole life, because now I have to go. Everything is finished. It all becomes zero. So Prabhupada says, you in the West, you nice American and European and actually all everywhere, nice boys and girls. You have all these zeros. You are beautiful, educated, you have these nice skyscraper buildings, nice cars, nice roads, nice universities, nice clubs, fun, everything you have. Nice intelligence, nice money, but it is all simply zero. But if you have 1 0, you put 1 before. If you pile up millions of zeros, what is the result? Zero. But you take 1, the number 1. You have 1 0, put 1 in front, you have 10. You have 2 zeros, you put 1, you have 100. You have 3 zeros, you put 1, you have 1,000, 1 million, like that. 1 billion, 100,000 billions you can have. And then 1 is Krishna. Everything is zero if it's cut from the relationship with God. Everything is zero. But if you bring Krishna into your mind, into your activities, into your eating process, into your mating process even, whatever we do, whatever we try to accomplish, we try to do it for Krishna. And this is how we put 1 in front of each and every activity. And that's why devotees become happy. Happy. We don't consider success or failure, or that we try to come to this platform. This is what Krishna is teaching. Without any consideration of failure or success, you serve me. And from that service the pleasure comes. So one of the aspects of the service is the most important actually, is to hear about Krishna, just like we have all these books, Bhagavad Gita, Ishopanishad, the Krishna book, so beautiful. Krishna's pastime stories, what Krishna was doing, not stories, this is fact. These are not stories, but we may say it's like a story. Whatever, everyone has some stories, right, from his life. So Krishna also has many. So try to hear about Krishna, who is God, try to understand God. This Vedas, this is the full exposition of what is God. If one is sincere, he tries to understand God. He doesn't stick with one cult, one little limited understanding. He tries to explore. Where can I get the best information about God? Who is God? How does he look like? If he's a person, he has to have a form. So in the Vedas it is said, God is the most beautiful personality, most beautiful. His skin is like a dark blue cloud, full of water, just before the storm. When you see it's very hot, and then these clouds come, very thick, dark blue, almost grayish, kind of like blackish clouds. Very beautiful. So this is the color of Krishna's skin, just like you see here Krishna is sitting, blue boy. He has a peacock feather in his hair. He has a beautiful yellow colored silken garland around his neck. He plays on flute. He herds cows. He has friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, mother, father, aunt, this, that, spiritual world. The whole description is there in the Vedas. And that's not all. There is also a method how to actually get there, very scientific. Bhaktya mama vijananti yavanyashasmi tatvata, Krishna says. You come to me by devotional service only. Only. This is the only process. Not this ism, that ism. I'm Christian, I'm Jew, I'm Muslim, my religion is the best, I'm Hindu, I'm this. Krishna says you kick it out. Sarvadharman parityaja. Abandon all varieties of religion. God says you kick out this religion nonsense. You have created your ism. And you simply surrender unto me. Surrender to God. God is one. There's no... Sometimes people say, oh, what is this? What is this? I say, we're servants of God. Which God? What do you mean, which God? God is one, right? No, there's a... Which God do you mean? So you're fool number one. You don't even know what the word God means. God means there's only one, the supreme person. How can we be two supreme? Supreme means one. So we should get that understanding, and this process is very simple. So whoever is interested, this center is open here for everyone. Anyone can come. Chant Hare Krishna dance, just like we did, right? So nice, pleasure, right? Nice fun, nice music, nice chanting, jumping, whatever, in whichever way you want to do it. No, this is not a talent show that you do have to do it this way, that way, whatever. And you get that bliss, you get that pleasure. Then hear a little bit nice philosophy. One shloka, one purport, little elaboration. Try to think about it, meditate on it, and then take nice prasadam. Just like in a little while, we're gonna take nice preparation, nice which Makhancora Prabhu has cooked. Something wonderful. So come here, try to understand, try to learn from devotees who already practice how to approach Krishna, and you will be happy. Because relationships we always have, we want to keep. Just like I said, we want love. We want to serve. We want to serve someone. We want to take care of someone. This is how we get pleasure, by taking care, not by bossing around. Bossing around means full of anxiety. How to keep the status quo, how do I control this guy, and how do I control that guy so they can ultimately come and mix up so I can get my result. This is all sorts of anxiety, fear, disappointment, frustration. But if you simply become a servant of Krishna, the most beautiful, most wonderful boss, most wonderful, not just boss, not just master. Krishna is your friend. Krishna can be your lover. God, unlimited. So then we get all, whatever we desire, Krishna can give. You want bread? Okay, here, take your bread. And you can forget about me if you want. But if you want to get out of this material world, which ultimately is full of suffering, which is very difficult to admit, but the sooner we understand what is our position, that is not very nice here, really. The sooner we can develop a desire to go a little beyond, a little higher. And if we have this desire, then the process is there. And it can be explained to everyone who has some little intelligence, anyone can understand. It's very simple, simply chant. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hear about Krishna, offer something new to Krishna, come to the temple, chant, dance with devotees, take prasadam. And in this way, everything will be clarified, revealed. This knowledge is already within. It is nothing from outside, no imposition on the mind. Simply purification process. It's just purification, nothing else. Like an onion, so many layers, and then there is the core. So similarly, there is the core, the soul in the body. There is the soul, you, me, everyone, the self, and it is covered by so many layers of matter, gross matter, subtle matter, so many misconceptions, this and that. So one by one, these layers can be removed by the simple process of bhakti, gradually, one by one. And then the understanding is clearer and clearer and clearer. Ultimately we realize all. And everything is in order, because Krishna is in everything, everything is in Krishna. I am also part and parcel of Krishna, ultimately. And we can remain in this consciousness with God. That's how we become happy and satisfied. That's why people in India, you can see there is a leper on the street, pieces of body are falling off, and he laughs in your face. And you are there with all your dollars and euros trying to enjoy this curry, that, this, that, full of anxiety. And that poor beggar there doesn't even have proper food or shelter, and he's laughing in your face. Because he understands. We don't understand, he understands. That's why in this condition, sometimes we lose our phone, crying for 5 days. Someone has kicked me out from his friend list on Facebook. It became such nonsense we have become, so degraded. And this man, he's there, he's hungry, thirsty, sick, and he's happy. Why? Because, yes, this is my karma. Whatever, I have been a rascal, number one. But yes, Krishna is there. I am surrendered. So everyone can come to this platform. We don't say that now you become a beggar or don't have any money. You have as much money as you can. So it's okay. But try to understand who is Krishna and try to please him with all this money. The more money you have, the better, because you can also serve, you know, on a larger scale. You can make a feast, and you can feed 20,000 people with prasadam, spiritual food. But if you feed 20,000 people with chicken, oh, I want to serve people. People are hungry. Let me give them nice chicken. So then you send them to hell, and you go do with them, with your chicken and with your money and everything. But you offer to Krishna, and then you distribute prasadam. Everyone is being liberated. This is what, this last point, this is what Prabhupada is saying here. Those who do not offer, they eat simply sin. Why? Sin. Everyone is intimidating by sin. You know, you go to church, you hear of sin all the time. You sin, you're a sinner, you're nonsense. But what does it mean to sin? Sin means to harm oneself. And what is that harm? That if I simply do whatever without relationship to Krishna, even eating, without relationship to God, I am creating reactions. Reactions, this is called karma. And so long there are reactions, I have to take another body, I have to take another birth, and I have to so-called enjoy or so-called suffer. I am being entangled more and more in the complexities of material nature, and I have to stay here, and I have to undergo all these troubles and miseries. This is the meaning of sin. So eating is the same, but one eating is outside of relationship with God, that entangles us in karma, and the other eating is in relationship with God, Krishna, and that liberates us from karma. So eating is the same, work is the same, you know, driving car is the same, walking on the street is the same, singing is the same, dancing is the same, having sex is the same, but one type of all these activities is outside of relationship with Krishna, ayoga, or how to do it, niryoga, or I don't know, I'm not a Sanskrit, maybe something like that, outside, Maya, illusion, that entangles. And the other one is in relationship, trying to please Krishna with these activities, and that is the process of liberation. The same, everything is the same, simply the consciousness different. That's why this is called Krishna consciousness, God consciousness. By God consciousness, one becomes liberated. By any other consciousness, one becomes entangled. So it's very nice, very simple. Please come here whenever you have time, of course, according to the schedule, and try to hear, chant, take prasadam, ask questions if you have any doubts, any misunderstanding or any ideas, ask questions. We are here, devotees are here to answer to the best capacity. Try to read some of these books. Srila Prabhupada explains very nicely, and this is how you can progress. So I'll stop here. Now if there is any question, please.
How do you know that Krishna likes your offerings?
Yes. How do you know that Krishna likes my offering?
Yeah.
And how do I know that he accepted it?
Yes.
Well, first of all, it is here. We don't do anything by our own whim. What we do, this is our spiritual master. This is called Murti, the form. So we worship our spiritual master. So we get guidance from him how to perform the process. Just like Krishna says here, you offer me fruit, flower, leaf, or water. This is what Krishna says. And then this is how our spiritual master explains further. So, just like, let's say we're together, right? I'm your husband, you're my wife. Okay, so you like, what do you like? What is your favorite food?
Okay, like just eat rice maybe.
Okay, you like rice. Rice with yogurt. Okay, you like rice. So you ask me, Makhancora, please, can I have, I would like some rice. So how do I please you? I make you rice.
Okay.
I give you rice.
Okay.
If I make up that, okay, she wants rice, but let me put some this there and that there and mix it all up, then you will not be so satisfied.
Okay.
So Krishna says what he likes from us, what he wants from us: fruit, flower, leaf, or water. And then Prabhupada elaborates further. That means also vegetables, fruits, milk, sugar, like that. Vegetarian food stuff, pretty much, basically.
Okay.
So Krishna says what he wants. You offer him with love. And the way how to know that he accepted it is that when you take that food, actually it's a different taste. It's a different taste. It tastes differently. Right? Bala is going. He knows. Prasada, it's called prasada. Food which you offer to Krishna and then you take, it's called prasada.
What's that?
So, prasada means mercy. Mercy. So when you take prasadam, you can feel it is different. And the way how you know that you actually serve Krishna nicely and he accepts your service, your attempts to please him, is that you become ecstatic, you become happy, you feel you are blissed out. This feeling that wow, I'm so enthused and I feel so nice. This is how you know that you're doing nicely. If you're depressed, if you're morose, if then something is wrong. Something is not right. Maybe you are offering beef or something, some sausage. So we're not vegetarians in the first place. We're Krishna's devotee. If Krishna says you offer me sausage, bacon, and fish, I'll offer sausage, bacon, and fish, and we eat that, and then we become blissed out in the same way. Sorry?
Even fish?
No fish, no, because you have to kill it.
Ah, okay.
So we don't kill unnecessarily.
Oh, okay.
Killing is going on all the time. You walk on the street, you kill so many ants, so many flies. You drive your car, so many millions of flies you kill. So killing, this world is simply killing, a big slaughterhouse. So this is how we become implicated for each one. You have these, sometimes vegans, they say, what? But why you take milk? The cows are suffering. Why you take this milk? So okay, that's okay. We can talk this further. But first of all, you take one breath. Right? You kill billions of living entities simply by breathing. So first of all, let's sort this out, and then you can criticize our taking milk, because Krishna is, there with cows. Krishna drinks straight from the udder. He pulls the udder and he drinks directly from the cow milk. So you want to criticize that because ethics and this and that, that's very nice. But first of all, what about your breathing, Mr. Non-violent? What about your walking? Every day you kill millions and billions. That you don't care. But if we offer little milk to Krishna, that is a very a great offense. So yes, you become blissed out. This is how you understand that actually you're in touch, because Krishna is the source of all pleasure. God is the source of all pleasure. When you get in touch, you feel it. You don't have to take anyone cannot give you any stamp that yes, you're doing nicely. Just like you're hungry and you take food. So I'm satisfied. My hunger is gone. I'm satisfied. No one can come and tell you have not eaten sufficiently. Take more. Or if you have eaten too much, now you feel very bad. You know how you feel. Right? So this is the ultimate proof. Your own feeling inside. Just try to follow the process as it is given, and if you're doing nicely, immediately you feel that ecstasy. Okay. Is there any other question? Badr, you have a question?
What is the process of offering food to Krishna, and how long does it take?
It's very simple. As I have said, it begins with shopping. It begins with getting the ingredients. So then I have mentioned cleanliness. That is very important. Cleanliness. Not that you go past stool, wipe your bum with the toilet paper, and then go into the kitchen.
Prabhu, maybe you can explain this later.
Yes, we have to.
We can explain after if you want to know.
Okay, this is like a
specifics,
detail. Something like some philosophical, maybe you want to know?
Okay.
Any other question more concerning with the philosophy than with the details? Grantara Srimad Bhagavad Gita